Yo, we got a fan going in the
You're an idiot,
house.
bruv. You're an idiot, bruv. I knew you was gonna do that. I knew you were gonna do that. I know you
Oh,
too well, D.
you're so lucky that I ain't got my sound effects.
Bruv.
One sec.
Why are you always
What?
gassing up the thing for, fam? Why?
Yo, I don't understand. Look, you can tell me about gas thing. He's telling me about gas thing. Look, pre the picture. Gas!
You're an idiot.
Gas!
You're an
Gas!
idiot. You're actually an idiot. Do you know how old that picture is, bruv? Oh my gosh. I need to go get some new shots done.
One, two. Let me tell you, he sent me the picture. Though. I didn't take the
Mate,
picture off the internet.
that's the best one I got right now. That's like professional legend. You know what I'm saying? So
Ah
yeah, man.
man, look, it's all right, man. It's not about what's on the tin; it's the content of the beans. And you are
Exactly.
talking right now. I'm talking to Mr. Bean himself. No pun intended.
Oh, I already know how this interview is gonna go. I already know how this interview is gonna go.
No, come on, man. I come in peace.
Oh gosh.
Afaron, how you been, man?
I'm good, bruv. Like I can't complain. Life is great. Like, yeah, man. Life is great.
This is it. This is the importance of all this, man. I know you're a busy guy, and what I love about Afaron is he is one of them people that are very adapting in situations.
Mm.
If you don't know, Afaron is a marketing mogul. He does dabble in PR, but he has. Why are you shaking your head? What I can't.
No, sorry.
What's going on?
I'm still
Afaron
getting
is
used to people talking to me about me like this, bruv. It's not.
Afaron is very bad when it comes to taking compliments. We've noticed that.
I'm a humble
But
guy. That's what it is, bruv. I'm a humble guy.
he's a humble guy that likes to call people idiot relentlessly, and he's also a very, very, very smart and astute businessman. He's got a lot of fingers in pies. I think that's the phrase that they go with, right?
Definitely.
Afaron is able to connect a lot of dots, and if you're an artist that needs that help in regards to like placement, in regards to gigs, Afaron is a guy you should be hollering at.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate that.
You're welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, Afaron Gordon.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
So, all right, now, Afaron, what have you been doing in order to cope with what's been going on?
Well, basically, I run a booking agency, so
Right.
called Momentum Music Talent Agency. So I provide entertainment for weddings, corporate events, private events, things like that of that nature. So
Right.
obviously, everything lock off, bruv. Let me just talk it straight, and it like
Right.
everything
Right.
just
Right.
lock off,
Different
which is
times, different times.
which is fine, because obviously, like you said, I can adapt and work around these things. So I've just had more time to focus on just writing courses with my business partner Audrey Grace. She's actually on now.
Right.
Because we have an education hub that teaches marketing, branding, all different types of topics to help artists, because we're artist consultants as well as me. But I have, like you said,
Right.
I wear many hats. I'll get to that in a minute. But so I've been
Right.
writing courses, writing ebooks, just doing other things outside of the agency, and
Right.
it really kind of been doing things in the agency as well, kind of to prepare for post-COVID, because as an agency you're always working 2-3 steps ahead of the game. Like your
I,
calendar is always like 2 years ahead. Do you see what I'm saying?
I like that phrasing, post-COVID. So what has Momentum got planned post-COVID?
I don't know if I'm
Oh, is it secret sauce?
you're asking vault questions, bruv.
Okay.
You're asking. No, what I will say is this.
Go on.
When this whole thing is released, yeah, we've got all our artists, everyone on our roster is ready to go. We're just trying to get in contact with new clients, new
Right.
businesses, and just focusing on just being bigger and just meeting the customer at their need. Things already changed within the
Right.
entertainment industry already. So we're just making sure that we can adapt and to it and just market accordingly, bruv. Like that's the most simplest way of saying it without getting into too technical.
Without getting too technical, without giving away the golden goose,
Basically.
right? So,
My boy.
what have you realized that a Farron can do without in regards to how circumstances have changed? Some people it's like Mickey D. Some people it's not Mickey D.
Bro,
Some people...
for me, yeah, slightly is Mickey D still. Like, I miss the late night trips. I'm not gonna lie. Like, 24 hours
All
McDonald's
right.
was doing me justice. But no, for real, do you know what it is? Yeah, I think because I've learned how to be adaptable, you work with what you have, and there's always ways to find to go around whatever situation comes up. Because in this industry, you're always getting hit with curveballs.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Amen.
So you just learn how
Amen.
to adapt around it. It's nothing. The biggest thing is obviously the pandemic today, but we'll get another situation tomorrow. So it's not, you just learn how to so I think I've learned how to do more with less, and then to just grow in different ways. I've learned even some things about COVID and laws and guidelines. Like, it forces me as an agent to know and be prepared for my company, for my team, when it comes to laws and people's requirements and clients, woes and worries and what they're concerned about, and kind of having to prejudge their questions and answers and then just meet them at their needs. So, brother, it's a whole heap of things, man.
For those that don't know, Afaron, if you just joined, Afaron runs a booking agency for artists called Momentum. They do corporate events. And what would be the best advice you could give artists at this time?
In regards to
the ones,
that's such a broad question, bro.
The ones that are panicking, saying, "Oh my gosh, should have listened to my parents, and I should have been a dentist." Even though dentists are closed, I'm hearing. But at this time, what's the best advice you could possibly give from your standpoint? In the fact that you see how you're about to engineer different things that are going to help artists post-COVID, during COVID. What's the best advice you could give artists at this time?
Hang in there. Definitely have hope and just keep your dream alive. I'm going to be real. I'm not going to say that it's not difficult. It's not all easy. Some of it is difficult because I work for myself. So I don't have furlough, and the company is predominantly, quote unquote, on furloughed. But outside of that, there is no other income. So I'm literally ride or die in this dream and this vision I have. And regardless of what circumstances coming my way, I have to just keep going. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No matter what it is, just use personal development, creative development is always key. Study the music business, but then study on developing your craft. If you work on those two and then find unique ways to stand out, my branded hat's gone now, but find unique ways, to reach your audience by doing creative things. Do you know what I'm saying? Everyone's doing live streams, yes, but what's your unique selling point that makes you different? Do you know what I'm saying? You really have to dig deep into yourself as a creative and think, okay, what is it that I'm doing right now that will make me stand out and be totally different? I will say this as well.
What's up?
I think artists need to understand what music world they want to be in. And I was talking to my business partner Audrey about this the other day. What I mean by this, my consultation hat's gone on now. Yeah. So what I'm going to say is that
go ahead.
There's two types of worlds. You've got the mainstream world, and then you've got the independent world. Right. In the mainstream world, I think with the record labels and all those type of things in there, the majors and that, artists, their role is, how they see artists is that you're an artist first that has to produce great music, and then you're a brand second. On the independent side, is the other way around. You're a brand first, and you're an artist that produces great music second. What a lot of independent artists do, they're trying to use mainstream rules in the independent game, and that's where they're going wrong. And they're wondering. Exactly. So once you understand, choose what world you want to go in. If you want to go in the mainstream world, all your focus is producing the best music, go into whatever label or management company and making sure that they listen to that music and sign you based on being a songwriter, quote unquote. Yeah. If you want to be a brand, then you need to make sure you're doing something unique and different, whether you have 1,000 pieces of catalog of music or just one song. It's a totally different game, and I think a lot of independent artists don't understand the difference between the two, and they're getting stuck they're trying to be in both worlds. You can't. You have to pick one, because if you're trying to be in both worlds, you're going to do double the work, and it's too much. It's actually too much.
Too much.
So
too much. How essential is a good team when you're an artist?
Oh, bro, it is the most important thing as an independent artist. It's the most it's the most important thing ever, because in today's society, very few artists can do everything at once. You can't be your own manager. You can't be your own booking agent. You can't be your own PR person. Some artists can, but that's a lot of work. Trust me, I've done it myself. Like you said, I've done PR stuff. I've done marketing stuff. I know what it's like. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of emails. It's long. But if you have the right people in place to help you do it, you can just focus on creating.
Change things.
Yeah, you can just focus on creating your music, creating your brand, and then you've got I've got a manager who's who can dance around different multiple skills, such as being a booking agent. They can do the PR stuff for me and send the emails to radio stations, to DJs like yourself, whatever. And then all I can focus on is just building my brand. But no artist should be independent. Being independent doesn't mean doing it alone. That's how my business partner says it. Being independent doesn't mean you're doing it by yourself. You've got to have a team.
You have to have a team. Break down what branding actually is to us. Because some people might be like, today I do grime. Tomorrow, we know them. You saw them. They're out there. Today I do grime. Tomorrow I'm hip hop. How important is it to be consistent? And is that part, and will that affect your branding?
That's such a deep question, bro. That's a whole dissertation right there. You just took my brain. I know the answer, yeah, but I'm trying to break it down in simple terms. All right, so branding in short term, in layman's term, is basically understanding your artist identity,
right?
In a nutshell, who you are as an artist that makes you different from everybody else. Yeah, cool. Right. How that relates to your career direction is, and being consistent, that all depends on you. If you want to change it up and mix it up, that's fine. But as long as you communicate that with your community and your fan base and your audience in a way that they not kind of caught off guard, but they're kind of like, you kind of weave it in a way that kind of makes them intrigued, then that works as well as your brand. Do you see what I'm saying? It's a very difficult thing to do because not everybody can. Bro, it's too deep. It's too deep of a conversation.
It's deep, but trying to have this is why you're here, because I know. Listen, if you just joined as well, Afaron is the CEO of Momentum. Yes, you are of Momentum, which is a talent agency and PR company that helps get artists to the next level and puts them in front of clients for live performances and live paid performances.
Yeah, paid gigs. Everyone's getting paid. Everyone's getting paid.
That you got to understand. That is actually the tagline underneath Momentum.
Everyone's getting paid.
On the skyscraper, which is Afaron's office, it says Momentum Agency. Everyone is getting paid.
It's so true. It is so true, bro. You're absolutely right.
So, now, how important is it also for artists to value their worth, but also not price themselves out of a potential gig?
Oh, why are you giving me these deep questions, bro?
What did you think this was gonna
be? This is why I love you, D. This is why you're my boy. Wow. Do you know what it is, right? I think there's so much. Knowing your value is very, very important. I think once you're used to being on the circuit, quote unquote, doing gigs, whether that be open mics, what have you, you kind of get a gauge for what your negotiation skills would be if you don't have a manager or a booking agent to make those negotiations for you. So whether that be, £250, £350 for a certain amount of minutes, whatever it is, you kind of set that standard and that value for yourself. And you should know what that is. If you don't know, ask around, talk to people, just be honest, just be vulnerable, honest. Look, I'm on this, I'm trying to, see what value, how much is the going rate? Because there is no, it varies depending on whatever, but just see what you feel your value's comfortable with. There is no like borderline, this is what it is. Everybody will be different, from the highest paid Stormzy, Ed Sheeran, right down to, someone busking in London or whatever. Asking how much is too much. Again, everything's negotiable in this industry. Nothing in this industry is flexible. Everything is negotiable. So you find a medium that works on a win-win side between you as the artist and the promoter / event planner / organizer / whatever.
That's a hard one. But
it's a very hard one.
What should artists do in order to up their net worth so they can, you know, as Dave Chappelle puts it, get paid the big bucks?
Everything now is community. I'm speaking, all right.
Right.
I'm going to speak from an independent world standpoint because I'm ride or die for that. I don't really care too much about mainstream. That's not my field. I don't like the three majors. They've got their job to do. That's fine. As far as I'm concerned, I'm a ride or die for the independent artist. That's just a fact. I'm going to stay that way for a good while. So speaking from that concept, yeah, I would say focus on building your brand, building your community. And then as you're doing that, you're building trust. It's like a funnel.
Right.
You're same. The whole point of social media, or just, you know, is that you're sociable online. So not everybody's gonna, you know, like you straight away. You're gonna have to build their confidence, so on and so forth, and then you can start monetizing it from it. Whether that be encouraging people to come to your shows, whether that be buying merch, your music, blah 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 blah. There is no one size fits all. Like from my consultation experience, every artist I've had a consultation with has done things absolutely differently. There's no one person's done the same.
How do people
I would only say just
how do people get in touch with you for your consultation?
They can just holler at me on my Instagram or other social media platforms. The agency, and actually, no, you can talk. There's a link on the website as well where you can book through the website as well. So that's fine. You can do that. Alternatively, you can just DM me because I'm always, as an agent, my phone and my laptop.
What's the link?
Like
to the
my main.
Tell it, man. Let people know.
It is www.developmomentumuk.com. I'll write it in the DMs.
Go ahead.
I'll write it here so you can pin it or whatever. But yeah, just literally go to the website and everything you need to know about me and the team and what I do and artist consultations, everything else is all there.
See, this is it, man. Look, ladies and gentlemen, Afaron Gordon, you need to follow him. Don't pick his brain because he's gonna send you an invoice for what?
Oh yeah, come on now. I value myself. Yeah, I know. Look. Come on, guys. Approach me. As long as you approach me properly, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm very I'm cool.
Listen. Afaron's not. He's not only a mogul in regards to, you know, that side of the fence in regards to suit and corporate. He's actually a very talented musician himself. So having someone on board or in your corner like Afaron is a person who will fight for the rights of the artist and who understands it from the trenches. As opposed to someone who's going to broker you a deal on your next gig, and they're just doing it because, you know, that's their paycheck. He'll have empathy with what you're going through.
100%.
He's a good person to talk to, and I know that they've got a lot of people on their roster, but it's safe to say that you're always looking for more people, right?
Always. There's never enough. You know what I mean? And the good thing about this as well, the agency is, even though it's based in London,
right,
the dream is always to be worldwide, innit? So once COVID and everything's lifted, obviously we're working on international bookings. So I'm gonna need as many people as I can get.
This is it. So listen, guys, make sure you contact Afaron. He's told you what he can do. You've heard the conversation between us. It's not anything what he expected.
Do you know, that's what I love about these interviews. Every time I do an interview, I'm like, just shoot me the questions. Just shoot. Don't even tell me anything. Just shoot them to me.
I know you're prepared for them. Like, Afaron, you're a great guy, and I want to say
thank you, D. I appreciate that, man.
Happy quarantine as well.
Same to you, man.
Your personal space is really important.
No problem.
I'm glad you keep him well.
You too, man.
We're definitely going to have this conversation again because there's always artists that are going to be needing this information. Always. So I'm always going to catch up. Always. Right? So always going to catch up and see what's going on with Momentum. And it's helpful for me because I'm able to connect great artists with, I believe, great management. So I think that's a win-win for everyone involved.
Thank you, man.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, please round of applause for Afaron.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Okay,
thank you.
We're gonna go. Let you get on with the rest of your day. I know you're sitting there planning the next takeover. And we we gotta move on. We gotta move on to the next.
Cool, man.
Acts.
Cool,
So,
man.
my
I'm
boy.
out.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Afaron.
Peace.
Oh my gosh, that's my boy right there, man. Right now, that's my boy. That's my boy. Hit him up, guys.